Conditional formatting is formatting a cell based on a certain condition, as the name would suggest. There are several different types of conditional formatting, so let's look at a few based on highlighting cells. Let's look at this data here. We have a column for sales rep, customer, and revenue amount. So this is a table showing total revenue for the year, and we want to highlight certain components of this table to make information jump out a little bit more. So we'll select this revenue section right here all the way to the bottom, and then on the home tab of the ribbon there's this conditional formatting button that has all of the conditional formatting options available. Let's start by looking at this highlight cell rules section. Most of these are pretty similar, so we'll go through a couple examples. The greater than button, if you click that, it'll pop up with this little box that says format cells that are greater than, and then it defaulted to a number, but we can type any number that we want. So let's say we want cells that are greater than 100,000. And then it has this little box here with some predefined formatting, light red fill with dark red text, yellow fill, green fill, etc. You can also click into this custom format box, and here you can see all of the options available for formatting cells. You can change the fill, the border, some aspects of the font like italics, bold, the color, whether or not there's a strike through. There are some grayed out options here that you can't change. And then you can also change the number formatting as well. So we'll cancel that, and let's just select this green fill with dark green text and click OK. Now all the numbers that are greater than 100,000 are showing up as green. The nice thing about conditional formatting is that you have created a rule which Excel will then use even when you change a cell's value. So if we came to this 94,000 right here and typed 105,000, it would turn green because you've created a rule, and Excel will change the formatting of that cell based on that rule. We'll undo that, and let's look at a couple other examples. So we'll select our numbers again, highlight cell rules, and now let's look at less than. As you would expect, this is same concept, but for numbers less than, and we'll type 50,000 there and leave it red. And then the same thing can be done for cell values in between. So we'll say in between 50,000 and 100,000. And we will highlight those yellow. And now we have this data set where we've defined certain criteria, and the formatting of the cells is changing based on the criteria that we set up. Looking at a few other options here, you've got equals to, which is fairly self-explanatory, so if a value is equal to that. You've also got text that contains, so we'll highlight this customer section right here, and let's say that we wanted to highlight anything that contained the combination of co, so we wanted to look at companies within our data text or corporations. So any cell that contains co is now highlighted. And there's also a date option here, which can be handy if you're working with dates, because this is all relative formatting. So if you wanted to highlight cells that were yesterday or today or tomorrow, someday in the future or in the past, then you could use this, and then every time you would open up that spreadsheet, it would update the formatting based on the day that was yesterday if you selected yesterday. Let's look at one other example here on this 1.2 tab. You can use conditional formatting to also highlight duplicates. So coming here to this very bottom option right here, you can highlight a duplicate or also unique values depending on what you want, and then change the formatting as well. We'll click OK. And here in this list, we've identified that Jim is in here twice. So if you're wanting an easy way to identify where you might have duplicates, this conditional formatting feature is useful.